Hey friends, welcome back to Beer and Beauty. It's Kasha. Yeah, the last video I did, I started with the libation of the day, so I think I'll do that again today. But where's my glass? Oh, it's over there. I've got my glass here. I've been enjoying some of this today. This is a leftover wine from Thanksgiving. My brother-in-law sent this home with me. It's called René Genot, red wine from France, Vin de France, 11.5% alcohol, nice big bottle. I'm about to empty out whatever's left of this bottle here, so cheers to that. There's only a little bit left, but cheers. It's a really lovely wine, honestly. It's a little bit cryptic because it doesn't say what kind of grape is used to make it. It just says dry red wine of France, but considering, I'm guessing it's probably a mix of different things. And it's a little bit sweet, but not too sweet. It's pretty dry, it's pretty smooth, and it's delicious. I really like it. I feel like it would pair well with like a bajillion different things. So if you're in the market for a wine for the holidays that would work with a lot of different things, like say if you're gonna make a mulled wine, which is something that I'm planning on experimenting with in December a little bit, yeah, this might be a good wine to do that with, so cheers to that. But nonetheless, today's video is my November favorites video. I am planning on doing Vlogmas, so this is gonna be tomorrow. Today's December 1st. I'm planning on putting this up tomorrow, November, maybe the 3rd, we'll see. And let's go ahead and get into the favorites. But before I guess I get into it, check out my merch down below. Check out my last video that I posted. I finally posted my professional freelance makeup kit video, and it's a little bit long, but there's a lot of really good info into that I put into that, and I think it's a pretty good video. So if you like watching like makeup collection videos, that video is for you, or like makeup kit videos. I watch them all the time because as somebody that has a makeup kit myself, I'm always on the lookout for like products that I think would make my professional makeup kit better and my job easier. So if you kind of are interested in that kind of information, then check out that video. My merch will be down below. I'm planning on putting out like holiday merch really soon too, so I'll keep your eyes peeled for that. But other than that, yeah, let's just get into it. My November favorites. If you guys have been following my November, like my favorites series, I've been putting out a favorites video every month this year. I think I did one every month this year. You may know that I'm on a no-buy year, so it's not necessarily new products all the time. As a matter of fact, there's usually at least one new product mentioned in every video, or like a new to me product, but mostly it's kind of, the last couple favorites videos I've had have been mostly kind of diary entries. Just me kind of reflecting on the month and what my favorite things about the month were. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be too. I think the first thing that I'd like to talk about is the fact that I had a surgery earlier in November, and I had a pesky cyst on the back of my head for years, ever since high school. And I finally worked up the nerve to get it removed this month. Yeah, actually there is a video where I posted my like Spirit haul and a Target haul like for after Halloween, where I purchased this. And when I purchased this, I actually bought it as a lip moisturizer. This is the Aquaphor Healing Ointment. Taylor Wynn talks about this as a lip moisturizer and how she started using it back when she was on Accutane and her skin got incredibly dry, including her lips, and this was just like a lifesaver for her. And honestly, I've been using it I started using it on my lips as a lip moisturizer, and it is actually really excellent. Like, I made the mistake of a while ago buying this. This is the Aquaphor lip balm and sunscreen. You guys, this is the most disgusting shit I've ever used on my lips to like moisturize. I mean, of course, it's great because it's got 30 SPF, which is the most I've ever seen in a lip moisturizer, but it's gross because it tastes like sunscreen so badly. And it's gross. It's really disgusting, and it's not particularly good at moisturizing the lips. But this is completely different. And we're going into the winter, right? So if you're looking for like a budget option, like a really large amount of lip moisturizer, I highly recommend this. But in this particular month, I just mentioned I had that surgery. I was using this as something to help my scar from surgery like heal, and yeah, it's almost all healed now, and this was a big contributing factor into helping it heal. And not only that, it's just awesome to have as a lip moisturizer. So it's like a nice multi-functioning product. Anytime you have a cut or a wound of any kind, it was a big contributing factor to helping me heal, and I don't know, I just love it. And another favorite was just getting that cyst removed, because I really would like to cut my hair really short really soon, and I've always been really insecure about this cyst I had. And this might be a little bit gross, but I'll go ahead and let you know that when they removed it, the doctor like offered to show it to me. And I'm just like, dare I look at this like object that was inside my flesh for 15 years? And I look over and the cyst was like this big. It was, I got it removed because it was particularly like large, and I was embarrassed by it, and I wouldn't cut my hair short because of it, and I really want to cut my hair short. But it was just freaky to see how big it was. Oh my god. Like, I knew I was big, but it was bigger than I thought. So I'm glad to be free of that. I'm glad to get that checked off my list of things I want to do. But, I was super nervous. I was so nervous. I was just like, ugh, they don't put you under for this kind of surgery. They numb the area and then they cut it out, and you're like speaking to the doctor the whole time. Like, the doctor was really friendly and nice, and he was just cracking jokes and telling stories, and my boyfriend was there too to kind of like help me with my nerves and drive me home, because even though they don't put you under and it's not really dangerous to drive home, I was like super shaky. But I'm so glad to have that behind me. My wound is almost completely healed. And it's early next year. I plan to cut my hair short, so I'm pretty excited about that. Next thing. Honestly, I've been trying to use these 3 eyeshadow palettes quite a bit throughout the month of November, and these are two of the palettes that are in my Shop My Stash, and they're part of my project pan. And I actually have hit pan on both of these, at least in, I hit pan on here. A little spoiler, I haven't shot a update to my project pan in a while, but another spoiler is I hit pan on this shade right here. So I didn't have hit pan on these guys. So that's a little spoiler for you guys if you haven't seen my project pan series. But I plan on shooting a project pan update really soon. But I've been loving these palettes as particular staples in my makeup kit. You can hear me talk about that in depth in my makeup kit video that I just posted on Thanksgiving. But I was using them for a bunch of events over throughout the month, including, I'll go ahead and talk about some looks that I did throughout the month that I'm particularly proud of. So, me, my friend Josh, and Deja, who are creative types. My friend Deja is a model, and my friend Josh is, he does dabble in special effects makeup, but main creative gig right now is he's a photographer. So the 3 of us teamed up to put together this like Voodoo Priestess photo shoot, and we did it this month. We've been working on it for the past like 2 months, and it finally came together this month, and it came out amazing, you guys. Maybe I'll even put some photos up on the screen. I think I probably will. And it took all day to put this together, but it was absolutely worth it. I put together the costume, a lot of the costume, and my friend Josh put together the headdress, which was pretty like a statement piece, and he put together the necklace too. He collected like animal bones. It was just amazing to create art for art's sake with 2 friends that I haven't interacted with in such a long time, and to be able to, come together to make art and come together and just be together again and talk about the past and hang out and spend the whole day together just creating art, eating pizza, and have the final product be so cool. I'm so proud of it. All 3 of us are so proud of how this came together. Unfortunately, the day that we ended up doing the shoot was super incredibly rainy. Like, it was just like a nor'easter style like rainstorm. So we had plans to do this outside in the woods, but we ended up doing it in my friend Ricky's basement. But even so, the photos came together so well, and we're actually planning on getting together in the spring too to do this same kind of look, this same kind of idea, but like outside. And because we'd all decided together that this look is just too good, this idea is too good to not make the most out of it, you know. So that was really exciting. Yeah, I think I'll post the pictures tomorrow on Instagram. So when I post this video with the photos, I'll go ahead and post some pictures on my Instagram from this photo shoot, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Let me know what you think. We're so proud of it. It was super exciting. So another thing that happened this month in November, just actually 2 days ago, I went to my high school reunion. Although there was a bit of a kerfuffle that impacted me directly, and I was really disappointed that it happened, for the most part, like 99% of the night was incredibly amazing. And I reconnected with so many of my old friends from high school. Overall, I'm glad that I went. And even despite the kerfuffle, which I'm not like ready to talk about publicly, I'm just gonna mention that it happened because plenty of people already know anyway, so might as well. It's impressed me to see how, even though a few people in the world are unfair, the vast majority of people in the world are incredibly kind and incredibly genuine, and you know, care to know that you're okay. As a result, I've been reconnecting with a ton of my old friends from high school, and especially my best friend from high school who was there. And we went out for brunch this morning, and we chatted and caught up, and not that much has changed. We still click in the same way, and I think that's so amazing, and I'm so excited. And I actually have plans with even other friends, like to meet up with other people. Like not plans, but like I'm just like, I'm gonna contact you in the next week or two and we're gonna make plans. Like I have those plans, and I have an opportunity to touch base with more people. So that's been really exciting. But something that was really interesting that happened was I decided to, I was pretty nervous about going to my high school reunion. I don't know if you can relate. My high school experience was really tumultuous. I'll leave it at that. There was highs and lows, absolutely. Thumbs up this video if your high school experience was filled with highs and lows. Cheers to that. I just loved being able to speak with, even though I was really nervous about that night, and nervous that I would find myself in a socially awkward place and I wouldn't want to talk to anybody, I made an effort to like put myself out there and just kind of try to talk to as many people as I could. And I did. It was incredibly positive. I think I had a really great time with so many people. Like I tried to dress up to like look impressive and look pretty for the night, and so many people came up to me just to tell me that I looked nice. And I'm just like, I'm blown away by that idea alone. Like even like some girls that like I never really spoke to in high school, they came up to me and just to say like, I think you look beautiful. And I'm just like, thank you. I don't know. I was moved. I was just like, oh my god, that's so nice. Like you look amazing too. So that was really amazing. And honestly, I did love the look that I put together. It was like the most impressive look that I had done all month long. And what I wore was a little bit of these palettes again, and a little bit of this Persona palette. Oh my god, this is such a easy way to put together an impressive look with these. And even though this is a neutral palette, like I was able to throw together a really impressive look there. Of course, these are kind of like my go-to palettes for like a neutral look. It wasn't really a neutral look, it was just like a sultry, not colorful, but like sultry smoky look. And I threw on a little bit of this glitter that I was actually really loving during prom season this year. I got it in a Boxycharm earlier this year, and I threw some of this glitter onto my eyes, and that looked beautiful. And I used a little bit of this Hank and Henry eyeliner, which is really quickly turning into a favorite. This is another thing that I got out of a Boxycharm, and it's just like a beautiful, like easy to use hair tip eyeliner. And yeah, it's just, like I said, easy to use, hair tip eyeliner, great for making cat eyes. Highly recommend, love this. And here's another thing that I've mentioned in a favorites video before, but I decided to wear these eyelashes that night, and I think they were beautiful with the look. I wish I had a picture of the look. I decided not to take pictures of it, but maybe I'll try to recreate it for some videos I'm making tomorrow. I'm planning on doing some more shooting because I'm planning on doing Vlogmas, or, you know, not Vlogmas, but I'm planning on doing like 25 videos, like posting a video every day this month. And yeah, I wore these eyelashes and they were absolutely gorgeous. I think these are some of the most flattering eyelashes on me. These are the Lily Lashes Goddess lashes, and they're just like, they're natural, but they're full and they're fluttery and they just look gorgeous. I love these. Before I move on to the next thing, I just want to quickly mention, I think it's going to be possible for me to do Vlogmas because, well, something that's a bummer is that I've talked in a live stream recently about how I had plans to work a cruise ship gig this month. Like I was hired to face paint on a cruise ship during Christmas, and that cruise got canceled. So I was really depressed and bummed out about that for a little while because I was really looking forward to that. And I was really looking forward to getting a little break from winter. It's currently snowing very heavily outside. That got canceled, but I did get like first, as a consolation when that cruise got canceled, I got to pick a cruise out of all the cruises I wanted to do for next year. So I got like first pick for next year's cruises, and I picked a cruise that goes during April to Cozumel, Mexico, Belize, and Honduras, and I'm really excited because those are 3 places I've never been to before, and it's gonna be so like luxurious and fun, and it's gonna be on a boat that I've never been on before, so maybe I'll vlog it. Thumbs up this video and let me know down in the comments if you'd like me to vlog something like that. I feel like cruise life. I've only been on 2 other cruises, both for work. But yeah, maybe I could vlog a lot about it a little bit. I think maybe that would be interesting. Let me know if you think that would be interesting. I don't know. Okay, next item. I've only used this a handful of times. I've used this like 3 or 4 times. But it's just too good to not mention. I don't know, I just have to talk about it with you guys because this is a new product from Dr. Teal's. And it's the Pink Himalayan Salt Scrub. And it's a restore and replenish kind of formula. And this is a new product. This has just showed up in Target. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I use a lot of scrubs, body scrubs, but because, well, I struggle endlessly with psoriasis, and like body scrubs help me kind of, I'm not a dermatologist. I'm just somebody that like has struggled with psoriasis for such a long ass time. And I've just noticed that scrubs do kind of keep some of my psoriasis under control, and this scrub is really great because it's got Epsom salt in it, which is inherently a product, something that has been historically known to help with psoriasis, and this is $5. So this is like the cheapest, really effective scrub that I've ever purchased, and it is really effective. The problem with a lot of scrubs is that many of them dissolve a little bit too quickly to actually create a good enough exfoliation for somebody who has particularly dry skin like myself, or has problem skin that is filled with eczema and psoriasis. And scrubs can help with eczema, psoriasis. They can also help with, I forget the medical term for this, it's like keratin pilaris, I forget how you call it, but chicken skin, you know, little bumps on the back of your arms. Some people have them on the back of their legs. Scrubs will help with that too. And I find that this scrub does help with all those things. It helps with the dry skin. It helps with the psoriasis. It helps with the chicken skin. It helps with eczema. And it's only $5. And it does, you know, it's not one of those formulas that breaks down so fast that it doesn't deliver a good enough exfoliation. It definitely exfoliates very well. And it's probably, for this price point, the best scrub I've ever used. For this price point. Like, this might be the cheapest scrub I've ever used. And for $5, absolutely the best one. So, and it's made it to my favorites for its amazing price point and its effectiveness. I think I've said what I... And yeah, one last thing I want to mention, and it's an oldie but a goodie. I've been reminded as to how effective and awesome this product was because it's November. It's actually been a really wintry and cold November. Like right after Halloween, like the day after Halloween, or like a couple days after Halloween, we had like a big nor'easter out here. Like not snow, but lots of rain and lots of wind hit the northeast and like blew away all of the leaves. All the beautiful, like the foliage was actually really nice this October, but it, you know, right after that nor'easter hit, all the leaves disappeared from all the trees. And it got to be really cold. Like there was definitely many nights where the temperature was in the teens, daylight savings hit, and the days got super short super quickly. And it's been a really wintry and cold and dry November. And as a result, my skin has been dry, very dry, especially my lips. I talked about the Aquaphor and how that was like a really amazing lip moisturizer, but I've been needing my lips to be extra intensely. I need the most hardcore lip moisturizer possible most days, and that product is this. This is my Beer&Beauty Agave Lip Mask. Looks like this. As you can see, it's almost all gone. But I've actually had this for a long ass time. Like I've had this for, I want to say 2 years, a good amount of time. And I'm getting ready to use it all up, and it's definitely an investment that is worth it. If you're somebody that struggles with chronic, I can't speak at all. If you are somebody that struggles with chronic chapped lips, this product is a life changer. Like most days I can get away with using something like this, but when things get really intense, this is what I need. Like nothing works quite the same as this. So this has been a lifesaver in the sense that it brought my lips from being incredibly chapped to the point of like cracking and bleeding and being gross. And like I leave this on, it keeps my lips moisturized for hours, whereas most other lip moisturizers, they'll last on the lips for about an hour, maybe 2 hours. This one will last for like 8 hours sometimes, unless of course I eat. When you eat, it rubs off. I don't think there's like a lip product out there in the world that completely goes undisturbed by food, especially if it's oily. Like most products will need to be reapplied after you eat, and this will wear away if you eat, but if you don't, it lasts and it keeps your lips hydrated. And I have a problem with I have a bad habit of like picking my lip skins when they get really chapped, and this helps me to not do that. So I highly recommend. When this is empty, I'm definitely gonna get a new one, and who knows, maybe you'll even see it in my December empties at the end of this month. Like I feel like that's enough for this month at least, but as you can see, it's getting pretty down low there. So that is it, friends. That is my November. That was my November favorites. Let me know down below in the comments what were your November favorites. Like, how was your Thanksgiving? How's your mom doing? How's your family doing? Sorry, I totally took that from Whitney Henderson, but it's a question that I've been asking tons of people because it's that time of year. It's the holidays. You're interacting with your family. You're interacting with people you haven't seen in a while. So, yeah, I went to a high school reunion this month. It was wild. Nonetheless, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hoped you enjoyed hanging out with me. I really enjoyed hanging out with you. And until next time, cheers. Bye!